Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn the 7 rules for the correct usage of definite article the. Remember that English language has two kind of articles, the definite article and the indefinite article. The definite article is something that tells or imparts determinism to a noun or a noun phrase, and it also tells that the noun is a particular one. It means that it is used with a noun to make it special, or that is agreeably considered special for the speaker or writer and for the listener or reader of the text. There are different rules for using the article the before different nouns. The first rule is that it is used with the names of mountains and mountain ranges. Whenever there comes the name of a mountain or a mountain range, the article the will be used. For example, the Mount Everest and the Himalayas and the Hindu Kush. Now you see at these three examples. The first is the name of a mountain, Mount Everest. So we use the article the with it. And the second and third is the names of mountain ranges. So we'll use article the with these two. This is the first rule. I repeat, it is used with the names of mountains and mountain ranges. The second rule is that the article the is used with the titles of books, newspapers, articles, and other printed material like that. For example, the history of language. Now, history of language is the title of a book, and we'll use article the with it. And then comes the name of a magazine, Economist, and we'll use article the with it. And then comes the name of a newspaper, Times of India, and we'll also use a definite article the with it. So the second rule is that the article the is used with the titles of books, newspapers, articles, and magazines, journals, etc. The third rule for using the definite article is that it is used with the names of water bodies. Now, what are water bodies? Water bodies are just like oceans, seas, rivers, streams, lakes, and other water reservoirs that are given special names. So with the names of these water bodies we'll use the definite article. For example, the Indian Ocean. Now Indian Ocean is a water body and we'll use definite article the with it, and same goes for Arabian Sea and Indus River. We'll use the definite article the with all these mentioned examples and other names of other water bodies. Now comes the fourth rule. The fourth rule says that it is used with the names of glaciers and deserts. Just like Siachen. Siachen is a glacier and we'll use definite article with it, that it becomes the Siachen, and then whenever we use the name of a desert in writing or in speech we'll use the definite article the with it. And then comes the fifth rule. The fifth rule says that it is used with the nouns to represent a group or a class. Now, there are certain times when we want to use the name of some animal or some person or some collective name or quality that represents the whole group of people or the whole class of that animal. So we'll use the definite article the with it in order to represent that group or class as a whole. For example, we'll use the rich, the poor, and the words like this. Another example is the horse is a faithful animal. Here word horse is representing the whole horse group or the whole horse species, and it is preceded by the word the. Then comes the sixth rule. It says that the article the is used with the names of common nouns that are particularly mentioned. It is that when they are agreeably particular for the reader or listener, and for example, give me the book, please. Here, the speaker or the writer and the listener or the reader, they both know that they are talking about a special book, that the speaker wants to have it. And here comes another example, that he hit the ball out of the ground. Now, there can be many balls, but this is that special ball that has been hit by him, and there are many grounds around the world, but this is the special ground from where this man has hit the ball out of the ground. So we have used a definite article with the word ball and also with the word ground to make it special. And then comes the final rule, that is rule number 7. This rule says that definite article is used with the second mention of common noun. Now, there are certain writings or certain speeches when we use a common noun at first, and when we want to refer to that common noun that has become particular with reference to our that speech or writing. So whenever we'll mention that common noun again, we'll use definite article the with it. For example, once a dog was hungry, and then the dog wandered in search of food. Now, here, the dog in the second sentence is referring to the dog that has been mentioned in the first sentence. So, you can notice that in the first sentence we have used a dog, and in the second sentence we have used the dog. And in another example, a boy was crossing the road. Suddenly, a speedy bus ran over the boy. Now, here you can also note that the boy in the second sentence is the same who has been mentioned in the first sentence. So, whenever we mention a common noun for the second or third or fourth time in the same speech or in the same piece of writing, we'll use the definite article the to make it special or to make it known to the reader that we are talking about the boy or the dog or the any other noun that has been mentioned before. This is all for today, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe our channel and share.